So this is our Friday night smoke. So we've started, it's Friday morning, and we have started the smoker up, and we are going to smoke ribs and a Boston butt and some chicken if we can get it on here. And that will be enough meat to last us the rest of the week. And that way we'll already have some done meat during the week. And it'll prevent us from going out and spending money. We always have something ready to eat. It's coming along pretty good. Not quite ready. These right here got a little bit on the, right over the coals. But it's coming along, so here's some of our meat for the week. So it is finally done, and it finished before my kids got home, so that's awesome. All we have left now is to put the chicken on. So we're gonna be putting chicken and sausage on, and that's the last. That will be the last of the meat for the week. So the ribs and the pork roast is officially done, and we've added the chicken for the week to the smoker. Well, the chicken is coming along quite nicely. We are almost done. What are you doing?
Mom, you see how the way got up that way?
So this is the finish of the smoked Friday. This is the rest of the chicken and the sausage that we'll have for the rest of the week. So we are using the sausage that we grilled on Friday to make a cheesy sausage potato bake.
Okay, so first we'll start by adding some olive oil to our pot, let it heat up a little bit. So we put some garlic. Oh, here, have a thing. And then we'll add onions, a few onions to the wok. And this is one whole onion, we'll probably do like maybe half of it.
Okay, so we're gonna try to caramelize the onions as much as possible, but then my lovely assistant is gonna add, go ahead, add the sausage. This is the sausage that we had, yeah, add all of it. This is the sausage that we had, that we grilled on Friday. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, add the potatoes. And then we're going to add red potatoes. Alright. Okay. Okay, so go get the seasoning, the package. Okay, open it and just sprinkle it all over the top. Sprinkle all of it. Use the whole pack. This is only really half a pack, so she's using half a pack of, let's see, so they can see the name. The garlic, herb, and wine marinade by Grill Mate.
What up, Dad? This sounds for Adrian.
Okay, we gotta open it up more because you're making a mess. Okay, here, put that in the trash. Okay. So now, so far we've added onions, potatoes, sausage, and the marinade. So now we'll add a little bit of coconut milk. We're using this organic coconut milk. Add about half a can. Here. This just makes it creamy. Helps the potatoes to soften. Okay, so now you can bring the cheese. This also adds a bit of sweetness to the potatoes.
A bit?
No, don't dump the whole thing. I said we're only going to use half of this cheese. Okay. There we go. Maybe not even half. We might need all of it. No, we're not gonna need all of it. We're gonna need more though. Don't throw those back in.
No.
Put them back in. Put it back in.
You blocked it.
Okay, let me see the cheese. Add a little bit more. So you kind of want to add this slowly because we don't want it to be too cheesy. We don't want the cheese flavor to take over. Okay, so we'll add a little bit more cheese. Okay, here you go. Okay, and next we will get the rosemary. We're gonna add rosemary. Uh-oh. I'm making a big mess. Yeah, don't dump all of it. Let me see. We're only gonna use half of it. We had rosemary sprigs, so we're just using a little bit. Okay, get the corn. Next, we're going to add whole corn, just 1 can. Okay, go ahead, Chloe. Add the 1 can of corn. We drained it. Go ahead, dump the whole
thing?
The whole can. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's lined up.
Okay, good job. Here. And then black beans. Now we only had large cans of black beans, so we're only going to use half of that today. Let me see the can.
Oh, that looks so good.
We add a little bit of black beans. Maybe half the can, so maybe 1 whole regular can. There you go. Need tomatoes. Okay, add a little bit more of the coconut milk. Here. And we'll save the rest of that coconut milk because we're going to use it again this week. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is dump, sit it here. Dump everything into our greased casserole dish. Chloe, get the brush so you can grease it. The
Mama, what about
brush.
this? Mama, what about this?
No, we're not going to use the rest of that. And then we'll be back with the finished results. The only thing we're going to do now is just add it to the casserole dish and let it bake until the potatoes are soft and everything is all blended and mixed. So we'll see you soon. So this is the end results of the cheesy potato sausage bake. Now we'll put a dollop of sour cream over the top. And this is what we made from our sausage that we grilled. Alright, see you tomorrow.
Wait.
Do this first. Start. Okay, so we're going to use the roast that we grilled on Friday to make pulled pork sandwiches today. Today is day 2, Tuesday of our week of using the meat that we grilled on Friday. So we have onions here. We diced about half an onion. My kids don't really do onions they don't really like onions that much. It's just more so for flavoring. But if I don't put them in there a lot in there or put them real small, they won't mind. So first we'll add the onions. Let those get a little bit golden because the meat is already really cooked and we're not really adding much to it. We're going to try to get these a little bit more cooked than the ones we had from last night. And last night's meal was a hit, by the way. So now we have the onions kind of soft. We didn't want to get them too brown because they're going to stay in with the meat for a while. So this is actually the whole roast from Friday. Tiffany did a really good job dicing it up kind of small so it fit perfectly on the sandwiches. Okay, so then we're going to add, we don't want to cook it too much because it's already been smoked on the grill. So we're going to add the barbecue sauce. I used about a cup and I may have to use more. Barbecue sauce, that good and mixed up. Now we're going to add some mustard. I want to say this is maybe 1/4 of a cup of mustard. I don't want it to be bitter, but just kind of interact with the sweetness in the barbecue sauce. Bring out the sweetness. Then we're going to add 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Get it all mixed in. Okay, so now that we have everything all mixed in, the barbecue sauce, brown sugar, the mustard, we're going to let it simmer for a bit. And we'll come back once we put it on the buns because these are going to be sandwiches. See you then. Okay, so now that we've let it marinate for about 15 minutes,
Brendan never taught me.
we put it on the buns and we've made fries and this is the end result. So we're going to have barbecue pulled pork or chopped pork and french fry sandwiches.
I had a headshot.
Alright, see you tomorrow. So now we are going to go ahead and make stewed chicken with the chicken that we grilled. This is everything that we'll need. We've already heated the oil up, so we're going to add onion. And let that cook a little bit, give the grease a little bit of flavor, and soften the onions a little bit. We're not going to let it get quite brown, but we're going to just let it soften a little bit because it'll cook more when we add it to the roux for the stewed chicken. Alright, so the onions have softened and we're going to remove them from the oil so that we can start making the roux. So now that we have gotten our onions out, we're going to add a cup of flour to our roux. And we're going to cook it, like literally fry the flour. Make sure that you brown the oil, you get it to the color that you want before you start to add the water or chicken broth to it. Okay, so now we've browned the flour. We actually could have browned it a little bit more, but we have browning to add the extra darkening to it. So we're going to go ahead and start adding, we're going to start by adding some diced tomatoes, whatever kind of diced tomatoes you like. Stir it in. And as you see that and here's a cup of hot water. As you can see, the more we add, the looser the roux gets. The flour starts to loosen up. And we're going to add another, fill the can up with water, hot water. And just keep stirring until it's loose. Okay, and we keep adding water until we get it to the consistency that we want. So now that we've got it to the consistency that we wanted, I added 2 more cans of hot water to it after. And so I'm going to add the browning to get it to the color I want it to be. Hand me a spoon to show. Oh wait, I think I might have a spoon in here. And now we got the color. I wanted to make it a little darker. And it's up to you. You can have it as dark or light as you want it, but I prefer my stewed chicken to have a darker look. I don't know why, I just do. Okay, so then now that I have it about the color I want, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of chicken bouillon. About a tablespoon and a half of the chicken bouillon to flavor it, and then add the onions we caramelized back to it, and then add my package of baby lima beans. Just throw them in frozen like so. And we will stir it in. And this is all going to have to cook together once I throw the chicken in and everything. I use frozen lima beans so that it doesn't take that long to cook. That is my base for my chicken. So then I'll start adding my pieces of chicken in to the roux. And this is the chicken that we grilled on Friday. Pieces of chicken. Some of this is going to be shredded for the smaller kids, so this is fine. Alrighty, we'll come back when it's done. Okay, so this is the end result. Everything has cooked, probably about a good half hour. Just stirring it, just letting it mix together, and letting the beans cook and the chicken heat up. And this is what we get. And so we did rice. We're gonna put the chicken over the rice. You can see the onions in there. We'll add some gravy, and this is our stewed chicken and rice. And now we are done. Zoe! Now we're done. And on the side we'll put rolls, and we're done.